As a guy who spent an ungodly amount of time focusing on how to get more women or how to become as attractive as possible, and now actually getting to the point where the results are overflowing, I'm here to tell you that this does not solve all of your problems. Contrary to popular belief, many guys believe that getting women attraction is, or attention is a thing that is the best thing for the world. And, they say a lot of guys do everything for women. They say we build all these tall buildings, we make all these big brands and big companies, all in pursuit of sex. I'm not gonna say that that idea is all wrong, but I'm not gonna say that it's all right. And so let's talk about it, man. So I used to think that, man, when I get the girls that I want, or when I start getting a whole bunch of women and master it, I feel like I'm gonna be more confident. If I have more options, I'm not gonna give a freak what anybody says. I'm not gonna care, because I'm just that guy. I'm just that man. But it didn't exactly happen that way, man. So here's the thing. The way right now that I found to work to get the most women as possible is gonna sound really crazy. This is what you have to do. You gotta focus completely on yourself. Boom. Now, it's not that you shouldn't be going out and, sharpening your social skills and social environments with women and getting comfortable talking to them and going on dates and doing all this. But I would say 70 to 90% of the work for a woman choosing you is done before you even get there, before you even show up. It's your habits, like going to sleep on time, waking up. All right, going to sleep, that's negotiable, whatever. But eating right, hitting the gym, getting your money right, getting your look right, like just becoming the best version of yourself and developing this energy, this aura, this magnetism that is undeniable. So that way, when you show up in person, your presence can be felt. But this doesn't happen while you're constantly on pursuit, constantly involving yourself all the time, chasing it. And that's the difference between going on 1 day a week or 3 days a week and still focusing on your priorities and what you got to do, versus just going like all in on that and thinking, dang, if I just say the right line, or if I just know exactly what to do. Like, I feel like I experienced that you get higher quality women when you put yourself out there, but you also just focus on becoming the best man that you can be. Who are you to require that she is of this super high value and you're this guy not bringing nothing to the table? Now we're gonna get into the real points shortly, so stay with me now. I just want to make this, I just want to establish that I know what I'm talking about. And so 1,000-calorie smoothie right here, bulking game changer. But I just want to establish that I know what I'm talking about because I've done the work, I put it in. Now here's the thing. This is why getting the attention is not what you think, because it doesn't change who you are internally in your internal character. No amount of thing that's outside yourself will change who you are as a person. It doesn't matter whether it's money, whether it's cars, whether it's women, it don't matter what it is. In this topic, in this situation, we're talking about women. So no amount of women, no amount of girl or notch count will you get to the point where you say, dang, I'm the man, bro. Like, I'm just supremely confident in myself. I don't care what anybody else thinks. I can do whatever I want to do. No, it's no amount of women that you can get that's going to change who you are and your identity. And a lot of guys mistake things for the external world. A lot of guys mistake things in the external world and chase those to feel like that will replace the void in themselves. The void in yourself of your insecurities, of your lack of confidence, of your uncertainty, of your anxiety. None of this stuff is going to cure that. It's just going to cure that women problem. It's not going to cure that identity problem. So the only way you cure the identity problem is by focusing on the identity problem. You can't solve a problem by focusing on another problem. Unless it's the prerequisite to solving the problem that you're focusing on. Now, I'm not going to make this all confusing. We're just going to keep it pretty black and white right now for the sake of this video. Now, of course, there's always going to be gray areas, but look, the thing is, a lot of guys don't even really genuinely want the women. They want the validation from the bros. They want to feel better about themselves. And this is not what that does for you, bro. I think you would benefit much more from focusing on trying to become the best version of yourself. Now that looks different for different people. Now for me, it was be as fit as I possibly can, naturally, look as good as I possibly can, make as money as I possibly can, make as much money, have good relationships socially, and just be healthy and just not really just care what people think, bro. Just live life on my own terms, have my own freedom, build my own business. So I don't have to go to anybody else's job and build their dream. I'm building my own dream. A lot of that is just, that's what the best version of myself looks like for me now. For you, that might be building a family, having the best run club score, something completely different. But the thing is, you have to establish what this is, what the highest version of yourself looks like. And that's what you're going to be pursuing every day. That's what you're going to be in pursuit of, right? No women are going to fill that void for you, right? Now, all it does is it temporarily distracts you from the problem. Now, point 2, this increased attention creates more problems. Now, I'm going to talk about, so I'm a social media barber in my city where I have a decent amount of followers from just doing all these posts with me with barber clients and talking about what haircut they're going to get and posting them before and after transformations. Now, from this, I've noticed that when my energy's up, when my aura is up, now, excuse me, I be getting more DMs from pretty girls. I be getting, in real life, sometimes moms bring their kids in or something like that, and they be hitting on me. Or the mom will bring their family in, or somebody from their family have a daughter my age, and they'll be hitting on me. Now, the thing is, a lot of this, like I said, it just creates more decisions. Now, it's more attention, but now it's like it's a gift and a curse, because of course you're getting more attention from people. That's what you want as a business owner. But now you're having to fight the flesh. Now you're having to fight temptations and fight lust. And I know for me personally, I'm not the type of person to where I can do all these crazy things and like I live this chaotic lifestyle, but still show up and still grow in my business, in my personal life. I pretty much have to have it structured all across the board. I have to be structured in my personal life, in my business life, in my social life, wherever. And it all bleeds from one area to another, because I truly believe how you do anything is how you do everything. And with this attention that you're dying to have, with this increased options, right? And increased women like flooding in, all it's gonna do is distract you, bro. And it's times where I feel like I got so many like ways that I could go, I don't even know what to do. Like, I just don't do it. Like, let's say you log on a dating app, right? And you got so many dates, options. You're just like, bro, I'm overwhelmed. I'm finna just get off of here. That's what it's like. And it's a lot of emotional management because now it's pressure. Now a little bit you feel the pressure to maintain that frame that you've come from. Like, that becomes your identity, like within yourself. Well, that has become my identity, I would say. It's like you're being seen as that guy that's always on point, that looks good, that gets girls. And if you start to feel like you ever fall out of that space, then you don't know who you are. Like, that starts to become your identity. But you gotta understand, man, like, this doesn't always give you a better place to work from. Sometimes it creates more confusion and more distractions. And that's basically what I'm just getting at right now, because you can use it in a positive way. Now, as a man, like, when you build yourself up, if you were to ever get to this point where I'm at, where you got like a lot of women interested in you and everything, if you do it right and you don't go super feminine, because some guys, I feel like they go too, like, they cater to the women too much. I don't even feel like I cater to women too much. I feel like I find that balance point where, you know, I do what I got to have dating interest from these women, but also get respect from the fellas as well. So I ride this line in the middle. And I would say that guys go too far over to the point where they're trying to get girls so much and look good, they start being feminine themselves. But I don't think you should focus only on that. I think if you have this capability, or you reach this point of having all this attraction, you need to become a business owner, bro. I feel like if you got any type of ambition and you can have some discipline, if you become a business owner, then you can use all this magnetism, all this attraction to propel yourself into success. Think about how attractive women, they do well in what? Something like a sales job, or something where you get tips and interact with people. And if you're interacting with people that are going to like appreciate your beauty and have interest in you, then this is like a cheat code really to getting paid. And if you do it the right way, this is like one of the best ways, I would say, to kind of taking care of that financial side and the attraction side all in one. Because girls love a guy that's on his grind, that's on his purpose, and you be busy, you be working towards what you want to do to build your dream life, and you be making money all at the same time, bro. Now, the last point that I'm gonna touch on, because my camera battery is getting low, is this attention can pull you away from your mission, right? You want all of this, but it comes at a price. It comes at a price to where I gotta take a shot. Every time you get locked in, the attention goes up and the opportunities show up, the women show up, but your focus starts to get divided, right? Now you gotta make the decision. Do I obey the flesh and do I do what the flesh wants, the instant gratification, or do I hold out for the long term? Now, this is the battle that you start to face every time. And you gotta understand that, bro, you can never go wrong focusing on the long term. The short term gratification is just that. It's fleeting, it's temporary pleasure, and it's gonna feel like you got robbed every time. Now, it's easier said than done, and I had to go through multiple loops and multiple cycles of spiraling and losing my focus and losing my traction and getting depressed and anxious. Like, damn, I was doing so good. I was building all my stuff. I had everything going on. And then I let a few temporary moments with pretty girls rob me. And now I feel like Samson. I feel like they cut my hair off. You know, Samson in the Bible, he had the long hair, and that's where he got his strength from. And, you know, he laid with this one woman that cut his hair off once he told her where his power was, that it lied in his hair. And she set him up. And that's how I be feeling, man. Now I'm at 3%. So I would say, this is the thing, bro. This is what I would leave you with, right? I'm not saying that women are bad. I'm not saying that you should never date. I'm just saying that this attention that most guys are dying for, this is not gonna change your life necessarily for the better. All it is a thing. It presents itself. It's not good. It's not bad inherently. It's all about how you use it and what you do with that attention and how you navigate it. But it's not gonna change your life in and of itself, man. So chasing that is, you gotta understand what you're doing when you're going for this stuff. The real prize, I would say, it's not the attention. The real prize is becoming somebody that you look up to. Like, you ever looked up to your own self? Like, I really admire myself. That's what you want to be, man. You want to be this leader. You want to be this boss. You want to be this ambitious guy, pouring your energy into stuff that's going to constantly elevate you, not bring you down. And so I would say that's the way, man, because if you constantly focus on building yourself, the attention will come, the money will come, the women, the opportunities. You can never lose by focusing on yourself. That's all I wanted to take you away from this video, man. If you enjoyed this, stay tuned. I got new ones on the way. And focus on yourself, build yourself up. That's all you got to do in this life. Everything else will fall into place, I promise.